best of our need. A lot of way back home, coming in from the cold, and we'll be all set free. Set us free, set us free, set us free, set us free. In this dark our need. A lot of way back home, coming in from the cold, and we'll be all set free. Let us go and set us free. Give us what we read.
Hey guys, this is Andy. Man, I am excited to talk to you this afternoon. It is Fantastic Friday, and let me say, it's fantastic because it's Friday, and it's Red Shirt Friday. If you don't know what that is, that's Remember Everyone Deployed, and that's remembering our service members who are deployed away from their homes, whether it's on a ship or somewhere on a base or somewhere that we can't talk about. Hey, remember everyone deployed while you're going through your afternoon, okay? All right. So it's Fantastic Friday. What are your plans for the weekend? What are you doing? I think that tomorrow we are going to pass out some well, goodness, I forgot what they're called. We're going to pass out some bags to kids who didn't get a chance to go to Vacation Bible School this year because of COVID and everything else. So we've got some bags to give out to kids. There's several of us going to do it at our church. So if you're in Nacogdoches and you have a child and you want one of these bags, let me know something and we'll make sure to get you one. We have limited supplies, I'll tell you that now. But we would love to get with you and get your kids some of these great bags full of all kinds of great info and great stuff for kids to do, crafts and other things, and to teach about Jesus. There's always good stuff there. Hey, that was number one. Number two, what else is going on this weekend in Nacogdoches? Of course, now I didn't get to last week, but of course, Saturday at 4 o'clock, somewhere between 4 and 8, I'm heading to get me some tacos El Clasico. Yes, ma'am. Tacos Al Pastor. Going to be just outside the loop on Highway 7. Well, actually, County Road 302. Anyway, look at my Facebook page, and maybe I'll put it in the comments so that you can see where to go to get you some good tacos. My mouth is watering. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Y'all have seen me talk about them tacos before, but just in case you don't know, they take these slices of pork and they marinate them for hours and hours and hours in a recipe that is generations old and has been passed down. And then they got some bacon up in there and they layer it together on a vertical rotisserie on a spit and put a pineapple on top, and then they start cooking it tomorrow. Wow. You guys need to go over there and get you some of them tacos because they are delicious. I'm telling you. So, I've been trying to be healthy, but I'll still eat about 5 of them. The tacos on a nice flour or corn tortilla. I think they'll have both. If not, just corn. Anyway, on a tortilla, and they put the taco meat on there, and they have cilantro and onions you put on top, and they got a choice of 2 different salsas. Now, let me tell you, my goodness, people know that I'm on the video with you. Well, I'm sorry, I don't know who that is, and they're just going to have to miss my message. I'm sorry. I will come back to them later, call them back. Goodness. Okay. Tacos El Clasico tomorrow afternoon from 4 to 8. So anyway, what are you guys doing this weekend? Man, there's a lot of good stuff to happen. We had some rain, so some of you guys may be mowing your yard. I did that earlier in the week. So while we're talking about the weekend, and today's Friday. Friday is, of course, the end of the work week. And this Friday, today, happens to be the end of the month. So did you make plans for the month? Did you make goals? And if you did you accomplish those goals? Did you accomplish your goals for the week? Let me tell you, it has been crazy at my computer business with all kinds of just different stuff going on. And then let me tell you something great about the city of Nacogdoches ISD. They're following a plan, kind of what Alto has already done, Alto ISD. But they're asking their small business owners or business owners throughout the city to offer up free wireless access for the kids to come into the area of their wireless, and you hook up with their devices and download their homework. because, as you know, there's a lot of kids that are going to need to be or decide to be. Their parents are telling them that they're going to do it virtually. That means they're going to work from home instead of attending classes. So they've got devices. They're going to come to a business or the NISD campuses and hook into the wireless network for free, download their homework, go home, work on it, and then travel to another business and upload it again. So if you're in Nacogdoches and you have the wherewithal to provide wireless internet access during this school year, NISD would love to talk to you about it. I don't know who to talk to, but check them out. Tell them you can do it. And then you set up a guest network at your office. So, of course, the outside access would be isolated off of your internal network, so you're still secure and everything. If you need help with that, let me know, and I can talk to you a little bit about it. You may need to change your equipment depending on what you got, but hopefully you've got a newer router that will allow you to set up a guest network and does isolation and limiting and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, let's see what else. So this weekend, oh, by the way, back to our goals. Did you make your goals? I set some other goals that I have made, and I'm sorry I'm not bragging, but this is a milestone for me. Today I finished my 78th mile in July of rucking. So if you don't know, I wear a backpack, kind of like we did in the Army, except less weight. Anyway, and the Marines, my goodness, Joel, man, they had to do the Crucible when he was in Marines finishing up boot camp and everything. They do this Crucible where they load up a rucksack and they have to go through a monstrous march loaded down, and they have to do all kinds of other demonstrate skills. And we had something similar in the Army, except it wasn't as serious as what they got. Of course, I was a tanker. I was smart enough not to have to do all that on the feet. Anyway, so last month I started in June, and last month I think I did 50 miles. I did 50 miles with 20 pounds on my back in June. So I decided, okay, I'm going to do 30 pounds, and I'm going to say 50 again for July, except I upped it a little bit. And I said, well, if I can do 50, I can do 60. And when I crushed 60, I said, well, I can do 70. Well, then I did that, and then somebody said, you can do 75. Well, so I did 78. I did 78 miles with 35 pounds on my back. In the mornings, of course, before it's too hot. But let me tell you, by the time I get home, I'm still soaking wet. So that was a great milestone for me. Next month, I'm going to up it to 40 pounds, and I'm going to probably my goal will be 60 miles, just because I don't know how I'm going to do with 40 pounds. So what kind of goals did you set? Did you set anything where you, health goals? Did you say, okay, I'm going to eat like I do. 80% of the time is going to be good food, healthy. And then only 20% I'm going to slough off. Did you do that? Did you know about that? You can do that. So that way you're not saying, man, I shouldn't have had that birthday cake, or I shouldn't have had that piece of pizza, or I shouldn't have had that Bluebell. Gary Pascal, I'm going to try that Bluebell. That's going to be one of my 20 percenters. Let's see what else. Other goals. Did you get your stuff done that you needed to get done? Man, let me tell you, we are working crazy. My wife is working crazy at the house because, she's going back to school, so she always takes the summer and tries to do some major cleanup and spring cleaning and rearranging and whatever else she can, because once school starts, she just can't do any of that kind of stuff. And we exist, taking care of all the things that we don't get to do. So the good news is she has done such an amazing job at our house, and that was one of her goals. She's not quite as far along as she wanted to be, but it's nice. All right, so we talked about our goals for the week and then our goals for the month. And since this is the end of the month, then let's talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow, set your activity goals for what you want to get done for the month. If you have a major project, a honeydew at your house that you've got to get done, then start thinking about what it's going to take to get that done. If you have business goals, if you're a business owner that you want to get done, think about those. But make sure you get some of those tacos. My goodness, they're going to be good. I keep going back to that, huh? Hey, also, let's see. Don't forget about church. And while we're talking about that, remember that the kids didn't get to do vacation Bible school. And whether you do anything like we're doing or something else, maybe think of some things that you talk to your kids' activity director, talk to your children's pastor or whatever, and see if there's something you can do to help that along. Whether it's come up with some type of activity that demonstrates. We made, when I was in college, we made some bracelets that had a whole bunch of different colors, and each color signified different things. So you guys can, let me say that. The bracelets had beads on them in different colors, and each color signified different things. So you guys can look that up. Beaded bracelets for Jesus or something like that. And that will give you a great idea of things that you can do with your own kids, or buy the stuff, the beads and the string and whatever else, and then offer that in a Ziploc and say, this is what it is and this is how you do it. I'm sure that you can find a little printout that talks about what the beads represent and how to put it together. So then not only is it a fun, crafty thing they can do, but they can wear that bracelet, and then when their friends say, what's that about? They can say, hey, this is my Jesus bracelet, or whatever it's called. Anyway, that was a pretty cool bracelet. So there's some things that you can look up stuff on Google, our friend. Speaking of Google, oh my goodness. Did you ever think when you were a youngin', now I'm assuming that you're at least in your 30s, if you're watching me. And if you're not, then you're about to learn something. Did you ever think that a thing, Google, that a thing that is a noun, that is a noun, Google is a business, is a noun, it's a search engine, is a noun, could become a verb? Because now we don't say Google, go to Google and do something. We say Google it. Oh my goodness. It's changed our lives. Technology has changed our lives. For a long time, people said the thing in technology that has changed our lives the most was the television. And then we had to migrate that from the TV to the personal computer. Wow, what a change this made in our lives. And now, oh my goodness, now it's our devices. It's our phone. Because like I said the other day, our phone is so much more stronger, has much more capacity to do things of a computer. Oh my goodness, we're walking around with it in our hand. I mean, that's a lot of tech. Anyway, I've rambled enough. You guys have a fantastic afternoon. Make sure you go get some tacos. I will put the link to the address there. And if you are interested in helping out a school district with your Wi-Fi, then talk to wherever you live. If it doesn't matter where you live, if you can provide wireless access to a student so they can get on, download something, and get off, whatever school district you live in, they could sure use your help. This is going to be an interesting school year, and they could use all the help they can get. So think about it, pray about it, offer stuff to do, offer help. While we're on the same topic, you remember last year, everybody, all the school teachers, there were some celebrities that were saying, give us your wish list from Amazon, we will buy your list. Man, that helped school teachers so much because they were able to equip their classroom with new things that they couldn't afford. I don't know. Listen, I'm married to a teacher, so I know some things about teachers. A lot of their classroom is stuff that they buy. And oh my goodness, they just spend all the household money on their classrooms just to make it more for the kids because the teachers are caring people, right? So if you have extra money and you would like to help a teacher out, even if you don't have school-age kids, they could use your help. So teachers will, if you know a teacher, say, hey, what's on your wish list? And they can either shoot you the list, or they could say this or that or the other. And then if it's a wish list, you just go to Amazon, type in their name, and search for it, and there's a wish list. So that is a great thing to do. Talk about giving. You could give. All right. I'm going to get off of here. In the meantime, why don't you listen to some Look At You Now? I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I'm gone for Friday, but I'll see you on the air again. On the air. It's not really on the air. It's in the ether. I'll see you in the ether. Check that out. Google that one. There's your verb. I'll see you in the ether again on Saturday and Sunday. And go get you some tacos, because if you don't beat me there, there's a good chance that you might miss out. Be blessed. I'll talk to you later.
you're too slow to push a plow.